got permafrost synergy.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard for Viego
cards.
Yeah, and
right?
Exactly. It's gonna be hard for Viego to win that 2v2 with the Sejuani up there. Definitely a strong pick here for Clear, and it's obviously one that he's fallen back on many times.
Number 1 starts now.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Little side note here in the early game for you guys who don't know Junghyun, former announcer and host here at the LCK, also works now for Valorant and does a lot of the events there. I would assume the majority knows, but
yeah,
for you guys who don't know, we're like, hey, it's Junghyun. They're like, who's that? So clearing that up. But yeah, here we are in game number 1, T1 versus FearX, and they have gone for some interesting picks. It's no crazy AD carry for Keria, but he is a long-time fantastic Tahm Kench player.
Yes.
And they got Senna. And they're playing TF top.
And Tahm Kench could save the Senna, save the Corki, even could save Owner if he's trying to go in there and get the, resets going in a skirmish. So I feel like the Tahm Kench is going to get insane value as... you might be thinking, well, if you save the Viego, but then the Senna's going to be in danger. I mean, I don't expect T1 to be on the back foot at any point in any skirmish in this game outside of the first few minutes, as Guma's just going to come over here and get that first Q off and do some additional damage. Hannah, I feel like this entire game revolves around, as the gold or red card slow is going to be huge.
Yeah, they're going for the Counter-Strike first. And you see that Zeus doesn't really care because Counter-Strike has a much longer cooldown than picked up a refillable, which is going to be immensely helpful into this lane with the amount of harass you are going to experience. Melee into TF as Counter-Strike is there, Clear. The nice trade this time around.
Yeah. Zeus goes down. Maybe he thought he could do something with that, and it was a red card used there from Zeus. That's how confident he is okay.
Yeah, Owner already using Smite, so Willard just gives him the thumbs up.
Sejuani, and they're going to make something of it.
Definitely not scared to walk straight at them. Now he's probably going to have to flash. He misses his flash. Flash in from Clear, and they have first blood onto Zeus in the top lane. As now Owner going to get frozen up here. And he will be in trouble as well. One flash, one auto will get it done. That's 2-0 for the Sejuani.
Zeus playing respectfully, and nothing's going to come of it.
Yeah, Clear also standing on a ward. A little bit suspicious, but let's see if Zeus reads the situation. He is up against this right wall, and he does not. He is going to get knocked by the Sejuani. There is the permafrost as well, and the Sejuani ultimate, and that is the second kill onto the TF top, which TF tops have been having a hard time of surviving today.
Well, people are super annoyed with how oppressive the pick can be, and you need jungle attention if you are going to have any chance of getting this Jax to be relevant. 20 CS down regardless here still. After the play, he's far from relevant, even with the assist he picked up earlier and an additional kill going to make sure that he does go down the ultimate as well, kind of cherry on top for Willer at the end. So 2 kills for the Sejuani. Clear's picked up 1 himself.
Either way, they did get 4 of the Void Grubs.
Some boibs.
Some boibs. And now they're actually looking to get on top of Clear here, who is not going to have Counter-Strike and does not have his flash for about 5 seconds. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. His owner will take him out with his nice ult, as that's going to give Zeus some breathing room.
Zeus also went for Cull, so he's going to have a big gold injection in just a moment. Faker is in control. Come on, shame on me. Okay.
Here we go. That's the Rakan right under the turret. Doesn't care. Very nicely set up here by Execute. Quick, fast, gets the job done.
Zeus had Flash and Ghost and just simply did not react quickly there. Might have died either way because of the Rakan ultimate. You flash it, still get charmed by it, still get caught and taken out, but yeah, didn't overextend his meanwhile.
Who wins this trade? I think it's the Tahm Kench, and he's going to have some help from Kuma as Flash comes in and one liquid get the job done, and he hits it. Keria just going to solo Henna. Oh, man.
I mean, to be fair, he had a Guma ult. 100%
hey.
Solo. he had
Guma wasn't there.
He wasn't there, but his ult was.
True.
I don't know if it really was the difference maker, though, to be honest with you, Valdez, as Some fancy footwork from Henda to try to avoid that stun and the final lick, as Owner is alone.
Yeah, ult's going to come out here. He's got Rakan nearby as well, but they have taken quite a while to get in onto Owner, and they don't necessarily want to enter the jungle. Although now with 4 people, they got a Jax over the wall. It's Guma in a lot of trouble. He will flash himself to get out with just a tiny bit of health, as now Owner might pay the price for it, but out Execute nearly going to go down. Owner looking for the kill, as maybe they did go a bit too far, as the rest of T1 is coming in. So many low health bars here on the side of FearX. And the last person to join up, as Guma's looking for it. He will pick it up, as Execute now doesn't have the damage to take out the Senna, and T1 eventually will win the fight.
He's not. So T1 just clean it up, and it's a massive advantage for them now after what looked like maybe Owner getting caught. He just bought so much time. Flash and ult available, and then the gold card here to save Guma. I mean, you get nothing. You lose, good day, sir. You know, it's a Willy Wonka moment.
Yeah. T1 has some low turrets that maybe they're able to get. A nice ult goes in on Zeus, as they're really trying to bully the TF. And they will be successful in doing that, at least.
Knockout of Zeus this game. 4 deaths. Like Keen before him. Ended up still winning that one, despite having all of the attention onto him. And when you lopsidedly put all the attention on a TF, it means that Guma can't continue to farm and be a menace. Keria is up 10 CS when he's been in that isolated matchup, and Guma is just getting stacks on stacks. 2 kills for the Jax, 2 kills for the Sejuani. Those are the bright spots, as well as
the Azir.
Yeah, Closer did get that play bottom side, grabbed a turret, and picked up a needlessly large rod. So there are some bright spots here for sure for FearX. The goal deficit definitely...
They're just running. Here is a TP, but there's a...
If that teleport makes it.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah, it did. The Senna route was not on time. And Willer's on the run, and Clear, meanwhile, is pushing the bottom lane. So all of this pretty much just a distraction attempt from the side of FearX, as here's Execute just to help Willer get out, and that he will. Meanwhile, the bottom inner turret did go down.
All right, golf claps for this team that paused for 20 minutes. Still got the teleport out. Rakan ult to protect Willer, get him out of there. Closer gets out, and they get the inner. After all that, gotta say, mad props. Still, T1 will, of course, charge this Herald into mid. They'll be able to pick up a turret themselves, so a turret in trade for turret. Inner arguably more valuable, as this Jax is well and truly online now. Trinity Force is complete. And let's see what you cooking.
Did that do damage? I don't think it does.
No, I don't think
yeah.
it does. But you might be able to get a charge on that bottom inner turret.
Probably can. I mean, nobody's there.
No one's there, so I guess they just will.
Maybe Clear gets there on time. Oh, no, it's just not going to charge. Okay.
We'll see if they can get that Mountain Soul. It's going to be massive. Zeus does not have vision, but he's reading this well. Let's see.
Yeah.
This game. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We're unpausing.
And not much that Zeus can do. Again, just over the top, the Senna ult comes in, but he is doomed. Pause or not, that was going to happen. And again, FearX just keep attacking the side lane.
I went to get some more hot water.
And the Malignant's done.
He doesn't want to give Clear time on the side. Clear is going to wrap around now. He's on the flank, but it's a long flank. So there's a big window here for T1.
Yeah, the package, I think, is going to be pretty critical. Clear is on the flank, but they have pinged this out. They do spot him with the Senna. His damage already getting in on this one. We do see the TF ult utilized, as he is going to get in onto Execute, who has a Mikhail's very nicely timed as the package comes in. And T1, they are isolated as Zeus is very far behind this fight. But Execute is getting pretty low, and now Clear is getting slowed up as Keria is just in the back line. The assassin, Tom Kench, gets the job done and will take out a couple of members eventually with the help of his team.
That should be the soul going over to T1. A fairly drawn-out fight, all things considered, but so many resources spent to kill Zeus. The tanky Tom Kench is actually more deadly than you'd expect, even with the build he's chosen. Does a decent amount of damage there. He's so difficult to lock down and kill. And the flanking
might just be unkillable at this point, especially once he gets into the fights. He's got great health. He's got Jack shows. He has 3 items. FearX, though, they're going for a Baron. They're looking for the flip. Owner tries to get in. He ults, and he will take it away with the smite. It looks like Willer also uses. Keria gets hit with the Devour as well, keeps him alive. T1 are in an excellent spot now as Zeus, meanwhile, just bullying the enemy support, and Clear won't be able to get it done by himself. He does live for quite a long period of time, but not going to be enough. As the root comes in onto the Tristana, and T1 finally triple kill here on Zeus, and it looks like they know where Willer is as well.
I mean, this should be the game-ending fight for T1. I mean, they've got Soul, they've got Baron, Willer goes down, it's the ace, and they can push to end.
It's looking pretty likely. I mean, with the Baron, let's see. I mean, we got 7 seconds on execute. He'll have to try to delay this. We have
No way,
15
right?
on closer.
I just don't see them being able to defend this.
I think they're going to try to go for it. I don't blame them at all. And I think it makes sense at this point as T1, a couple of team fights later, and a Mountain Soul. They will be able to take game number 1 in about 30 minutes, plus a bit of extra. As game number 1 does finish, T1 will be happy with that.
We know it's going into the bottom lane. We know it's going to be played by Keria because you can't play Jungle Hui, so that's not going to be a thing. But
Well,
will it actually end up being successful into the Varus is the question. I mean, we've seen support Hui quite a bit this season. Beryl started us off with that. You have really strong push in this lane. You're going to outrange the Maokai. It's going to be very difficult for him to engage onto you. And you have a decent amount of CC as well. You could speed Callista up. So, I mean, I do think this is a strong pick. It's very experimental, but also immobile. And I worry that if Fearx get ahead with Nocturne Zac, and you're trying to play this, you're not going to have as much...
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
So what Zac said there was, what he said was Fearx fighting, actually.
I didn't know you were fluent in Zac.
Yeah, I know what he's, you know, I've been chatting with him. I've been on Duolingo, trying to pick it up. You know, the funny thing about these comps is I feel like if you took the nameplates off and you told me T1 drafted what Fearx put together, I would 100% believe it. You know, it's one of Owner's best picks, the Nocturne, right? We know Zeus loves the Zac, and Keria playing Maokai would not be a shock to anyone. And if you thought about Faker Azir, it's his most iconic champion, arguably. So next to Orianna, which he is in fact piloting as we speak.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's really fun to see Fearx pilot this one into T1, and both of these teams bring in a different idea to the table.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like what Fearx have brought in here. I think that the Zac in the top lane...
Faker dominates these lanes. He has the best laning stats in the LCK right now. Chovy coming up as a close second, but Faker is crushing it just in general. And leaving this up and then picking the Azir into it, at least in the early game, is going to feel terrible. You know, you got a good draft in terms of how team fights are going to play out and your combos with the Zac, with the Nocturne, etc. But in terms of prio, you know, bottom side of the map, it's not there. Not going to happen.
Doesn't exist. I think that, you know, especially early on in spring, we were calling the Void Buffs kind of consolation prize. I think they basically still are, although junglers like to get them early just to, closer a little bit away from level 6. He finally gets it. Unfortunate timing for him as he was definitely trying to go in with the Nocturne to try to set something up, maybe force a flash, and then he walks away. As now, Ignite is coming in, and the Nocturne level 6. It looks like this will work out as First Blood given over to the Nocturne.
Baited! Got him!
And outsmarted. This is a fantastic lethality Varus game. As I'm going to hold that thought, Willer is here, maybe looking for a dive. It is a 3v3, yes, but I'm not sure if Owner can really even get away from this, as Willer's going to do a bunch of damage. He just ults onto Guma, nearly takes him out, but he lives, as now Owner has to flash away, but Willer might pay the price. One more ability would do it as Keria. He's desperate, and he gets it, and even a kill onto the Maokai as well, and this has gone totally awry as now even Faker's coming in. They don't even need him. Guma got to pick up the double kill.
He does not have the damage, and the turn is there. We're not done fighting, though.
Yeah, the carrier shield as well, and that replay, excellent timing. And now Owner in a little bit of trouble. Here's Closer, very nice scoop on a 2, but the first person to go down is Execute, and now Closer's in trouble. They commit to it heavily, and T1 respond in kind. Immediately there.
Composition in terms of how this is going to play out in the mid game, and they already have the lead they need. And I feel like it's accelerated. It should have been a huge lead from the laning phase alone, but these skirmishes have really backfired for Fearx. So now T1's going to have that 2-dragon lead. Again, expected, but 2 dragons plus gold is a little bit tough to stomach.
Chemtech.
Such
You know, Ox, he was a little bit, he had a lot of downtime, you know, he was feeling a bit bored. Either way, guys, we do have the engage once again. This is the combo. You press your R buttons, but now Owner's going to do the same, as he will just flag and drag out. And it's not going to have the damage. The follow-up not quite there.
A little bit too far away from turret. Zeus is crushing this matchup.
Yeah, he's kind of owning him here. And Clear's going to have to flash away from this, but he will proc the passive. At least he's got that, but that's not the way this lane is supposed to.
I just want to get away. Doesn't want to get hit by anything there as Henna backed off. Baker ulted in mid. We didn't talk about it, but you guys could have sussed it out. So they That's never not funny.
Guma in trouble again, but he's going to use the flash to try to get away. Is it enough? I'm not so sure. The damage is put into execute, and at least it's traded back, as now Keria considering a 1v1 of his own, but Henna is very strong at this point in time.
Yeah, pretty critical that Guma picks up that kill, actually.
He's just going to be building, hopefully, Trailblazer and a lot of movement speed items, and sprinting at you, you would like to be able to respond a little bit, at least, with Waste Kit and with the Shurelias. I'm not sure if it'll ever match, as Guma's dancing around the turret, ignoring Clear entirely, and now he's going to get to work onto this Zac, as Clear's going to be forced to use his ultimate ability. Looks like he doesn't have the hop, and he's in a lot of trouble. No more passive, and that's a kill onto the Zac.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Callista is just so big.
Execute, speaking of which, we are going to see the all out here on a closer, as Zeus, yeah, this is just insane. It's like, okay, bring me my next target. I've gotten the passive out of Zac, I've gotten the flash out of closer on the Azir.
And Keria's got the blast code. Here, they're going to push top. Clear does have TP.
Yeah. See that Henna's being pushed in right now, actually, in the mid lane, so the mid prio not quite there. Now Owner looking for the combo. Faker is not here, though, but still they're going to go for a TP coming in from Faker right now, as not exactly the cleanest fight, but T1 still going to capitalize. They will take out Execute, and closer! One auto away, and that'll do it. Owner going to steal it away from Keria.
Faker's got to be so mad, man. There's just no way he's going to keep up with Chovy like this. If Keria keeps playing like this, it's just not going to happen. He's 0-0-4. Oh, it's starting off the week behind Chovy. You never want to see it.
Hey, at least he got the one, you know?
Yeah.
He's only one behind.
He did get the POG in game one for those who missed it. So just one behind now. It's just unfortunately so far behind. I mean, I like the item pick here, but Closer's going to have to ult the jungler.
Owner didn't even hit the flag. And now he's just going to press his ult. Yeah, Closer is in a lot of trouble, although he does have a Nocturne and a Maokai. Maybe a bit of a bait, but they just can't kill the Jarvan right now. He's just going to flag drag back into that one. As meanwhile, Willer is...
Evacuate! Doesn't hurt allied turrets, as it turns out, so he's okay.
It takes a lot less damage when you knock it into a wall on this patch. As Clear's is going to elect to jump away. Definitely the answer when you're fighting into Cassante, I would say.
Unending
He's
Despair.
Ult as well. And yeah, you know, the Unending Despair getting a lot of value.
You ever just do Baron, you know, after a play like that when fight's happening mid, you only have 4 people here. T1 does at 20 minutes, and it's gone.
They have Callista. Nocturne doesn't have Alter Flash. They just do it. I mean, they probably didn't even see it until it was too late anyway. T1 very far ahead now at 42,000 gold, 21 minutes in.
Clear teleported to a Baron that was gone as well, and the Herald is at least going to get some value up here topside.
Clear! He canceled the jump because he was too far away because Faker went so far down the lane. Again, I think he probably will be able to kill Faker just because the lane is so long. But he's really taking a sweet time with this one.
I mean, Zeus has TP.
And he's not going to even pull him back. Okay, well, that was not the way. All right. Well,
I mean, he might have been called by his teammates, like, look, you know, Zeus might TP on you. Don't hard commit. Don't lose your passive. It's super valuable for this next fight, the soul fight. But, I mean, dealing with Baron here is nigh impossible.
Faker's just going to TP into that one. And Sonya's as well. Kind of
worth.
I guess he denied some damage. I don't even see any.
He probably fat-fingered, I guess. I don't know.
It's fine.
He has done that on occasion. He's not perfect, okay, Valdez.
And now, we do have a little bit of the combo coming in. The Maokai ultimate layered on top. This is what you want, as Keria just not here. They finally kill Guma. but they have gone pretty far, and the wallets are really heavy right now for the side of T1. You dealt with one threat, but you didn't deal with Cassante, and that's going to force everybody to just flash away.
Yeah, a lot of threat here. If the game state was even while dying, well, the rest of the team comes in and the Zeus shows up and it's Dunzo.
Keria, I think he's in a bit of trouble here. He's on the run. He's got Owner to help out, and Maokai just doesn't do enough damage, so nobody else can get in range. And now Zeus, oh god, that's a scary Cassante ghosting Adam. At least Henna will be able to pick up the kill. Nicely done, flashing in for that one. Can he get away from the rest of the team? It does look like yes, as Clear will do a good job of zoning. Zeus, though, he's running under the turret right now. And he'll just back off after that, but yeah, nice little trade. Execute does go down for the 7th time, though, as well.
Yeah, Closer's going to try to grab some bounty gold topside. This inhibitor is just not defendable. TPing in, actually, as I say it, though. Let's see what they can get with this. I don't know about this.
Again, this is kind of the broken up version of the combo. Faker just going to flash the wall. Guma still running away. This is what we were talking about. You can't get on top of him, and he's just jumping away from the jumper himself. It's the Zac can't get on top of the Callista, and Guma will just laugh in their face and take them all down. Faker's going to steal the kill, because why not? He needs some POG points. Don't think he's going to get them in this game, though, as Executor's just dead as well. Zeus, he's trying to bargain for his own POG points.
Zeus ready to go home. He's done with this series. I think he's going to need a little bit more minions before that can happen, but they are looking to end this, you know, at 25 minutes, and I think they will. The tragedy of that play from Closer, too, is they didn't even get the bounty gold top. He TP'd in late. You can't kill that Callista, and I wanted to give it to Keria, but I might have to give it to Guma here.
Yeah.
I think I have to.
That's what I would do.
Oh, what a dominant performance here from T1. Circumstances be damned. This team is going to finish it quickly in the second game. Risky draft, but that Callista just got so